Hello everyone, welcome to Boricua Reviews. Today I am doing my May wrap up and my June TBR, but before I get to that I have an announcement. I have an Instagram account now, so if you guys want to check that out, go to my YouTube About Me page and click on the Instagram link and follow me if you want to. And also I am setting up a Twitter page, so look forward to that. In the month of May I read 6 books total, and the first book I read is Cress by Marissa Meyer. This is the third book in the Lunar Chronicles. The first two are Cinder and Scarlet. And since this is the third book to this series, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to ruin it. But this is a retelling of Rapunzel. Basically, this book picks up right where Scarlet ends. They got the whole gang back together. They're on a spaceship and they're on the way to meet Cress. They're still fighting Queen Lavinia or Lavanna. I don't know how it's really pronounced. And there's still, so much going on, but I can't really say too much about the book since it's the third one in the series. But yes, if you guys haven't read this book, it is a great read. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, so pick it up if you haven't read it. The second book I read was Never Fade by Alexandra Bracken. This is the second book to the Darkest Mind series. I don't have the book with me because it was an audio book from the library. But the first book, The Darkest Mind, I gave a 4.5 stars on Goodreads. And this book, I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. With this book, I really couldn't enjoy it the way I wanted to because I wasn't really comfortable sitting at my computer desk trying to listen to it. But this book starts off a few months after the first book ends, and we are with Ruby. And then later on in the book, the gang gets back together, and again, they're fighting for survival. There's so much more action in this book. I really did enjoy all that action and seeing and meeting all these new characters that you hate and love all at the same time. And it really ends sad, but I can't really say too much about it because, again, it will ruin the book for you since it's the second book in the series. I do recommend this series to anyone that hasn't read it. Like I said, I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. The third book I read in the month of May is Percy Jackson, The Sea of Monster by Rick Riordan. First thing I have to say is they just need to stop making movies for this series. They just need to stop because they're messing it up. They are such good books. If you guys haven't read the books and watched the movies, do not go buy the movie. Read the books. They're awesome. It's a short, quick read, but it was so good. It was action-packed in this little book. Yeah, it was so much happening. But I'm not really going to say too much about a book. I am going to be doing a review with my daughter on this. So hopefully you guys will be checking that out. But yeah, good book. Gave it a 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. The fourth book I read in the month of May is Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. This is the first book in the Grisha series. This book basically takes place in a fantasy world that resembles Russia. It's got to do with people with powers, but in the book it's science, not powers, and they're called Grisha. Basically, the book follows the main character, Alina, who doesn't know she is Grisha, and she discovers she is and is taken to the palace where all the other Grishas are there being trained, and they start training her because she is the only one who has the power to destroy the Shadowfold, which is this big vast body of water. And anytime somebody tries to cross it, they get killed by these creatures. I cannot remember their name. The only problem I had with this book was the terminology of it, the names, the places, things. I really couldn't pronounce them, and I didn't really know some of it, what it was. But other than that, it was a great book. It's on Book Outlet for really cheap, and I did give it a 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. The next book I read is The Prophecy of Arcadia by M.H. Soar. She is a debut author. I won this book on a Goodreads giveaway. So basically what the book is about, it's about a planet called Arcadia. It's nearly destroyed by this vicious alien race. The Arcadians discover 2 prophecies on the planet Earth that can actually save their planet, and they send some of the Arcadians down to Earth to protect them so the prophecy can actually be fulfilled. But there's someone out there working against them. I thought there was going to be a lot more action in the book, but it was just mainly, it was all romance. I still enjoyed the book. The action really started towards the end of the book, but it was still good. I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. So I spoke to the author about making a prequel to the story because I wanted to know more about the backstory of Arcadia, and she thought it was a good idea, and she said I could be a beta reader for her, one of the beta readers for her, and I'm really excited to do that. Again, like I said, I gave this book a 3 out of 5 stars. If you guys haven't heard of this author, give her a chance. Look her up on Goodreads. She's actually pretty cool and awesome. The last book I read in the month of May was Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. This is the first book in the Infernal Devices series. Everyone pretty much know what these books are about, but I bought all 3 of them because basically these 3 books tie into the last book of the Immortal Instrument series, City of Heavenly Fire, and if you don't read these 3, you will get completely confused on that book. And I've read all 5 of the Immortal Instrument series, and I can't wait to get my hands on City of Heavenly Fire. I really like the main character, Tessa. She is such a great character. She's not annoying like Clary was in the Immortal Instrument series, but yes, I loved her and I love this book. I gave this book a 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. It was highly recommended by a lot of people on there, and now I really know why. It was such a good read. So yeah, if you haven't read this book, go check it out. It's really good. Alright, now for my June TBR, I have 6 books I'm going to try to get through this month. Hopefully I do. The first book that I've already started reading, I'm almost done with it now, I'm like that much through it, is Clockwork Prince by Cassandra Clare. This is the second book in the Infernal Devices series. And I also got Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare. This is the last and final book of the Infernal Devices series. I'm going to finish this series, that way hopefully I can buy City of Heavenly Fire this month. The next book I have is The Inventor Secret by Andrea Creamer. I have absolutely no idea what this book is about, but Andrea from Crazy Book Addict invited me to do the read-along with them, and she will be hosting a live show on June 14th with Elizabeth Olsen and some other booktubers on her channel. And I do want to be a part of that, so I picked it up from the library and I will be reading it. The fourth book I have is The Elite by Kira Cass. This is the second book in the Selection series. And the next book is The One by Kira Cass. This is the last book of the Selection series. I'm very excited to finish the series and see who the prince chooses. Hopefully, I don't know, it might be America. The last book I have is Beautiful Creatures by Cami Garcia and Margaret Stahl. Shannon from Leaning Lights and I got together on Goodreads and decided we were going to be doing a read-along with each other for the months of the summer. And this month will be Beautiful Creatures. I'm really excited to read this book. I watched the movie. I really didn't like it much, but you know, normally the book is always much better than the movie. So I'm really looking forward to reading this book with you, Shannon, and discussing what we liked about it and what we didn't like about it. Alright, so those are the books I read for the month of May, and those are the books that I will be reading in the month of June. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you guys have a nice day. Bye.